Just jumping on to give people a chance to find us. I'm really glad we're talking about this topic today. It's been an interesting week for me personally. So I've been kind of really trying to connect with what's going inside internally. I also love in nursing we call it evidence-based practice, and it is the processes that are put in place to support people in healing and certain tasks that we do. And I love evidence based practice. So, we're going to be talking a lot about different things and tools that can really support us this time of year. It gets me very excited. It's evidence based practices based off of research. And so, it's really fun to dig through research and see see how people have done things and what the outcomes were. I really enjoy that. It brings me joy. It's awesome. And I love that there's a lot of evidence out there that can really support our emotional and mental well being during this time of year. I love it. It's almost like having, like, your time is just so valuable. Even if you're not like at work, your time is so valuable. So, using tools to make your time more beneficial to your life, I think is really helpful. And I love that. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. So excited again that you're all here. And if you don't watch it tonight, love to hear in the next few days if you were able to watch and what your feedback is. Last week we talked about why winter does feel heavy, the biology, the emotions, the energy we have. And today we're shifting into tools and support. I posted a couple posts about winter outside of our Facebook lives, and there's a lot of people that really struggle with winter, and it's wonderful to talk about and kind of normalize that our feelings are valid, and there is biology, and there are things in our environment that create the way that we feel. So I just want to invite you to drop in tonight with me and place a hand on your heart and just take a nice big breath in and exhale slowly and just come be with us tonight. So the tools that we're going to talk about are very gentle, very realistic, and supportive. And so it is pretty exciting, like I said, that these are evidence based tools and a lot of them are free. So it's great to have these at our fingertips. So, did another post. The first tool, and this one does cost money, is light therapy. And I do have a light that I use in the mornings, and it is pretty bright. I got this off of Amazon, and I turn it on as I'm doing my morning routine, and it makes a huge difference. It's not on very long, I don't think it takes a lot of light exposure first thing in the morning, but 10 to 30 minutes in the morning, it mimics the sun and it helps boost serotonin. And it also helps regulate our circadian rhythms, which are the rhythms of our body that's natural to help us go to sleep at night and help us wake up. And it is, per the evidence, one of the most effective treatments for seasonal affective disorder. I think this light that I got was like 20 bucks. It's really accessible and powerful and very, very simple. So if you find time this time of year really to be hard, or later, maybe even February, it's not bad to put into practice right now to support your circadian rhythm and your serotonin levels. The next one is free and it is actually going outside. Even just 5 minutes can help support your mood, your energy. It's really easy to just bundle up and get outside. The crisp air can help wake you up, wake your system up really beautifully. Even if there's cloud cover and you really can't see the sun, just being exposed to that natural light is very beneficial. And if your windows are open and you're letting light in, that's great. But being outside in the actual light is what makes the difference. So, very, very powerful. First thing in the morning. Well, first thing after the sun comes up in the morning. The next is actually working out. Um, Early morning workouts, they don't have to be strenuous. They can include walking, yoga, just gentle mobility. You can do strength training, you can go to classes, do running, whatever it is that you enjoy. Creating that energy of movement first thing in the morning really supports your system and your nervous system. Walking in the winter is pure magic. I love hiking every weekend in the winter. In fact, I think that was probably the biggest shift for me that I noticed um, when I was really dreading winter coming and snow and driving in it and just really, really kind of suffering before winter even started. And adding an hour or 2 hour hike or walk one time a week changed my whole perspective on winter. And I love it when it's snowing. I bundle up really well because I don't like to be cold. So I bundle up really well and usually have to take off layers because I start sweating. And I love posting pictures with the beautiful snow. I posted one with the moss that is so vibrant and so plush. I just wanted to climb on those rocks and lay down and snuggle with it. It was just so beautiful and just fills up my cup. Absolutely fills up my cup. Stretching is actually a really, really good way of also engaging your body. So winter movement is not about pushing. It's really about waking up your energy and getting that vibrant vitality that you want, that you crave. The next on the list is nutrition. And there are certain foods you can eat that will help you with your mood, with your emotional and mental well being. Um, there are omega-3 rich foods, which salmon, chia seeds, walnuts are some high omega-3 foods. Adding those into your diet, protein, uh, having protein throughout the day can really, really help stabilize your energy so you're not dipping down after you have a lot of carb intake. Complex carbs are really important for stabilizing your serotonin. And complex carbs are green leafy vegetables, sweet potatoes, anything that is a plant basically can really, really help. There are other complex carbs depending on how it's processed. Oatmeal can be a complex carb, but if it's processed and all the nutrients are taken out, it's really digested quickly. So you want to have look for items that have high fiber content. So if they have fiber or just carbs, I would stick to the high fiber. And then hydration. Um, Usually my lips start drying in the winter, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I've not had enough water. So it's really, really important to drink water in the winter. So food, we're not looking for perfection. We're not looking about eating the exact amount of calories. We're looking about nourishing our bodies and maintaining a steady energy source throughout the day. So next on the list is sleep. And sleep is huge for me. It is I am in bed 8:30 every day, and my routine helps me be able to get the rest that I need. Um, so it's important to have a simple bedtime routine. You want to have a consistent bedtime and a consistent wake up time. It is important to uh, limit the amount of screen time that you have before you go to bed, an hour or two minimum. This what the screen light does to your brain is tell your body that you're awake. And so you really want to eliminate the amount of artificial light, screen light that you're seeing right before you go to bed, an hour or two before. And even greater, it can even be like the whole evening, really eliminating that. Having a really calm evening ritual can help support you in becoming cozy when it's time for bed. I get so excited for my bedtime routine. I really do love tea, and I love lemon and ginger and turmeric and honey and garlic and drinking that is so soothing to me. Or I love peppermint tea. Anything without caffeine late is great. And just really getting cozy. I do meditation every night also, and it just helps me settle right in to sleep. Her nervous system craves the predictability in winter. It wants continuity, it wants continuous patterns so that it's able to regulate itself better. So, one of the tools that I've talked in previous Facebook Live is breath work. Love breath work. It is so powerful. And what this does is breath work actually calms your nervous system by getting you out of fight or flight. In your lungs, you have little air sacs called alveoli, and that's where the gas exchange occurs, oxygen to carbon dioxide. And on those alveoli, low in your lungs, are they're called baroreceptors. And when you inhale and spread out your lungs, it's going to signal those baroreceptors, which then stimulate your vagus nerve and help you calm down. It puts you into a parasympathetic response, which is rest and relax and digest. So it's free. Breathing is free. We do not do it enough, and it is so calming and soothing to our bodies. Completely helps you reconnect. So we're just going to do a really, really simple one together. Really simple. So I like to set up tall, or if I'm laying down, have my spine as straight as possible. And we're going to inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. And we're just going to do this 3 times together. So your biggest inhale and your biggest exhale. Here we go. In. Again, in. One more time. In. Wonderful. Oh my gosh, it just feels so good. So calming. Just notice how quickly your energy can shift in just moments. So, I hosted a women's circle here at my home last Friday, and it was on preparing for the winter. Absolutely beautiful women. The vulnerability and the sharing was just so, it's sacred. It's just absolutely sacred. And I love the support that these women give to each other. And some of the challenges are during the winter when we have a decreased drive to be productive due to what's happening, with the sun being down and our bodies wanting to rest and kind of hibernate. It really is a time to just take good care of ourselves and not have the guilt for having a decrease in production. It is a time for releasing what we no longer need to hold on to and thanking it because it did serve a purpose, and just releasing it and preparing for new things in the spring. And I absolutely love the opportunity that we as women were able to share these things with each other. So it's not a time for perfection, winter. It's not a time. The softer you are with yourself, the better your experience is going to be. And some examples of this is, what is one thing you can let go of each day? What can you do every day to let go of? And instead of having an inner criticism, replacing that with warmth and tenderness and love and support, and just being really connected to what you need in your life right now. It's a gift. Winter is a gift of healing, restoring, n- nutrition, giving us all the nutrients that we need right now. The energy, just building up the energy, and we're just really, really taking good care of ourselves. So I have a couple of journal prompts. I'm gonna put these in our comments. And it is, what does your body need more of today? And it is actually something that you can tap into and ask. You can absolutely Ask your body what she needs. You can close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and just ask, and she'll tell you. Um, the next journal prompt is, where are you resisting rest? Do you feel like you need to be productive every moment of every day? Where are you resisting the rest? And journal about that. And then the third is, what is winter inviting you to release? So this is a perfect time to let go of something little or let go of something big. What is it that winter is saying, hey, this no longer serves you? And I'm having a hard time. Technical stuff, right? Putting this in my chat. But I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I promise. So if you do decide to journal about these, please share. Journaling is a very powerful tool, and especially when we're not distracted and can have a moment to really connect with ourselves. So I invite each of you to take a piece of paper and think about what a winter routine for you looks like. What does that look like? What would you like to have in your winter routine? We talked about some great things. Some of those might have spoken to you or connected to you, and some of them might not have. So we talked about morning light. That can be artificial or natural light. We talked about certain foods, breath work, breathing, connecting to ourselves and releasing that stress. You can also do a weekly self check-in. How are you doing every week with your winter routine? You can also have a social connection touch point. This Facebook group is a great opportunity for that, for us to be able to connect with each other and really find support in what's happening with us. And an evening wind down, your bedtime routine. What does that look like? So winter wellness does not need to be complicated. You do not need to have a whole bunch of steps, but you do need to have it be intentional. What does that look like? I'm going to have a few notes for you in the chat, and I invite you for the planning of your winter wellness to choose two things that really speak to you, and put it in the chat. What two things do you want to add for these next few months? And I invite you to commit to that for a week, and then let's see how we feel. So these practices are your opportunity to really connect with winter and use it as a restorative healing time in your life. And we're not meant to do this alone. We are here in a beautiful community of women to support each other. And it's not a luxury. Supporting yourself is not a luxury. It is really essential. Your body and your spirit are asking for gentleness and some extra light and some extra care. So next week, we're going to wrap up seasonal affective disorder by discussing winter resilience and inner transformation. And so your homework is going to be to try two of these tools and report back. And I also invite you to share any of these tools that work for you with someone that might be struggling this winter or really struggle with dark and cold. So I invite you to share. And we're learning things together to share with one another. And it's beautiful when we can do that. So grateful for you and your connecting with me. So grateful for your feedback. I always love feedback. Um, I do have a few things coming up. We'll be doing another women's circle in January. I haven't got that scheduled yet. And I have an exciting um, 5-day workshop happening in January, and I cannot wait to share that more with you. It is a free workshop. It will be on Zoom and Facebook Live. So it's going to be amazing if you're able to join for that. And just so grateful for this upcoming year and all that we can learn and grow and share with each other. So thank you again so much for being here. I just love being with you and love thinking about you and the important things that we can discuss with each other. So have a beautiful evening and get cozy.